Hey there. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a healthy diet that will make it much easier to lose weight. We're going to go through 3 steps, and then I'm going to put all of it together with an example, just to make things more clear. If you don't have a calorie deficit, it doesn't matter what you eat, you won't lose weight. Now, in my experience, the best way to make sure you in a calorie deficit without having to count calories or use any fancy apps is to simply avoid ultra-processed foods as much as possible. Ultra-processed foods are the worst type of food you can possibly eat. Breakfast can be 2 Tubani yogurts and a cup of berries. This is just an example to give you an idea of what you could eat. You can change the meals around, and you can also swap meals with snacks if you prefer to eat more frequently. And you don't have to perfectly hit your calorie target every single day. Just make sure you stay in a moderate calorie deficit for most of the week, and you should start seeing results within a few weeks. 2 Tubani yogurts have 25 grams of protein and 180 calories. A cup of berries has 14 grams of carbs and 60 calories. Lunch can be a whole wheat wrap with lettuce, tomato, cucumber, 100 grams of ham, a tablespoon of hummus, and a tablespoon of ranch. That should have around 35 grams of protein, 45 grams of carbs, and 35 grams of fat. And dinner can be 150 grams of baked salmon with 100 grams of broccoli. Salmon has around 30 grams of protein and 15 grams of fat. And broccoli has 9 grams of carbs. Now, if you add half a teaspoon of salt to each meal, that should be more than enough to make each meal very satisfying. You can also add some water to each meal to make it more filling. This should give you roughly 900 calories with a little bit more protein than carbs. And if you do this consistently, you will start losing weight without even tracking calories. They're full of hidden sugars, unhealthy fats, and refined carbohydrates, which cause massive blood sugar spikes and fat gain. And unfortunately, these are also the most tasty foods, which makes it extremely hard to avoid them. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more helpful content. See you next time. But if you really want to lose weight, you need to do your best to avoid things like chips, cookies, candy, soda, ice cream, fast food, etc. If you take care of that, the weight loss will take care of itself. So let's get into it. Nutrient-dense foods are foods that are very filling and nutritious, but aren't high in calories. Examples include chicken breast, lean ground turkey, fish, Greek yogurt, eggs, vegetables, and fruits. These are all great options to fill your diet with. Unlike ultra-processed foods, these are not tasty at all. In fact, they might even taste bland to you if you're used to eating a lot of junk food. But luckily, there is a solution to that. The first thing is to have a calorie deficit. This is the most important thing. You need to add flavor to your meals, because if they're not tasty, you won't be able to stick to them long term. And you can do that very easily by using herbs, spices, and low-calorie condiments. For example, you can use garlic, onion powder, paprika, chili flakes, oregano, cumin, turmeric, cinnamon, mustard, ketchup, hot sauce, salsa, soy sauce, toasted sesame oil, and so on. And of course, you can also add some healthy fats to your meals to make them more satisfying. Good options include olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, macadamia oil, nuts and seeds. And the second thing is to focus on nutrient-dense whole foods. The third thing is flavor. Now let me show you a practical example of what this can look like with a full day of eating. Of course, you don't have to follow this exact plan. That about wraps it up. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and got some useful tips out of it.